Thanks everybody for joining me today for our core stability workout. We are going to get started with a warm-up. I am going to start on my mat on the ground. I have my yoga mat laid out. We are going to start sitting on our bottoms. We're going to start with some hundreds. So once you make your way to the floor, I'm going to lower my back onto the ground. My feet are going to be flat on the floor, my knees bent, pointed up towards the ceiling. My hands are going to be down at my side, palms are on the mat. From this position, when you're ready, I'm going to bring my feet into the air so that my legs are parallel to the floor. From here, I'm going to raise my shoulder blades up off of the ground, kind of bringing my chin to my chest so my core is engaged. From here, I'm going to raise my arms off of the floor, extend my legs straight at whatever position you can, or you can leave them bent. And then we're going to pump our arms up and down, and we're going to hold this for 15 seconds. So in 3, 2, 1, go ahead, 15 seconds of hundreds. Again, using your own modifications here when your legs are straight, finding the position that works best for you, or keeping those knees bent. The big thing here is just bringing that chin to your chest, shoulder blades off the ground. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, lowering your upper body back to the floor, and then bringing your feet down so that your knees are bent, pointed up towards the ceiling. We're going to do from there, moving into some sit-ups, roll-ups, or crunches. So option here with whatever one you choose. I'm going to start with a roll-up, extending my legs straight out in front of me. Feet are straight, knees are straight. From here, I'm going to slowly lift my head off the ground, my shoulders off the ground, my lower back off the ground until I'm back into a tall seated position. From here, I'm going to roll back down. My lower back will hit the ground first, tucking my chin to my chest. My shoulder blades come to the floor, and then my head and neck rest as well. So that is a full roll up. Option 2, into a sit up. I'm going to bend my bend my knees, feet are flat on the ground. From here, bringing your chin up to your legs into a full sit up, and then lowering back down onto the floor. And then third option are our crunches. Hands are going to come behind my head. Knees are going to stay bent, feet flat on the floor. From here, I'm just lifting my shoulder blades off of the ground. My chin tucks to my chest. My lower back stays on the floor, and I'm crunching. So those are our 3 options. We may have been doing them the whole time, but we're going to go for 15 seconds, choosing whichever one or a variation of these works best for you. The roll up, sit up, or crunch. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, 15 seconds here to finish, whichever one you choose. As you are coming up, feeling that core engage, and then slowly lower your body back towards the floor. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, bringing your body back down to the ground. Take a moment to take a breath here. We're going to move into some single leg circles. So I'm going to keep my back and my head flat on the floor. Hands are down at my side. Going to have my knees started bent, feet flat on the floor. I'm going to start with my right leg, extending my right leg straight out in front of me, pointing my toes to the wall in front of me. My leg is straight. From here, I'm going to take clockwise circles, whatever size circles feel best for you. So finding a range of motion that is working as you're moving that leg in a clockwise circle. Nice work here. And in 3, 2, 1, we're going to pause, leave that leg in the air. We're going to go opposite direction, counterclockwise. Again, choosing the circle distance that works for you. Big circles, small circles, just working on keeping that leg extended straight in the air. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that right leg back to the floor. Take a moment here to take a breath, and then we're going to do the same thing on the left leg. When you're ready, extending that left leg straight. My toes are pointed, leg is in the air, starting with clockwise circles with our left leg. I'm pointing my toe to really engage my quads, my hamstrings, keeping that whole leg strong as I move through my clockwise circles. Nice work here. And in 3, 2, 1, pause, keep your leg lifted. We're gonna go the opposite direction. Counterclockwise circles here, still on that left leg. Breathing through your movements as well. Sometimes it gets stuck holding your breath. That's gonna make it harder here. Keep breathing. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that left leg back to the floor. Take a moment here to let your body recover. When you're ready, we're gonna move back to that right leg. I'm gonna extend my left leg straight, taking my right leg, knee into my chest. So I'm hugging that right knee into my chest, left leg is extended straight, feeling that stretch in your glutes, in your hamstring, on that right leg. We're gonna hold here just for a few seconds and then we're gonna switch legs. When I switch my legs, I'm gonna immediately straighten out that right leg and then bring my left knee into my chest. So in 3, 2, 1, and switch, extending your right leg straight. Left knee comes into your chest and just hold it here for a moment, feeling that stretch now in the left side hamstring. We're gonna switch one more time, back to the right in 3, 2, 1, extending that left leg straight as you bring your right leg into your chest. Try to move in sync with my legs, so kind of moving both legs at the same time is the challenge here. And then taking a moment to hug that right knee in towards your body. And in 3, 2, 1, switching one last time, extend that right leg straight, left knee comes into your chest. We're gonna move into a little bit of a challenge here with this movement. We're gonna go 15 seconds, just alternating our right and left legs, either bending or straightening. We're gonna engage that core by keeping both of our legs floating the entire time. So when you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna put my hands either on my knees as I switch or just have them down at your side. But we're switching right leg straight, left leg extended to left leg straight, right leg extended, and just switch at your own pace. Nice work here, keeping those head, neck, back on the floor, lower back glued to the ground. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Both legs come back down to the floor. We're gonna finish it out here by stretching our hamstrings and the backs of our legs with our straight legs. Going to start with both of my feet flat on the floor. My knees are bent. This time I'm gonna raise my right leg and right toes straight up to the ceiling. My leg is straight, foot is pointed towards the sky. From here, grabbing onto your right leg, either below or on top of your knee, and just gently pulling that leg in towards your body. Option here to keep that left leg bent or to extend your left leg straight, just depending on what feels best for you. And in 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna switch, same format here as the last one. I'm gonna lower my right leg down as my left leg comes up to the ceiling. Right leg is either bent or straight, totally up to you. And then grabbing onto that left leg below or on top of the knee, and just pulling in towards your chest, feeling that back of the leg stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and switch one last time. Switching here, left leg comes down, right leg comes up. And in 3, 2, 1, the last switch here, left leg comes up, right leg comes down. And then to finish this one, we're gonna go 15 seconds switching at your own pace. I'm gonna take out that hold with my hands. So I'm focusing on my core, my lower abs, using my lower abs to switch my legs. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead, switching at your own speed, right and left leg, one raises, one lowers. Think about keeping your belly button into your spine glued to the floor. Final 10. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring your feet back down to the ground. Take this time to grab some water. That is our warm-up. Now we're gonna move into our first flow. I'm gonna grab some water as well. When you're ready, we have a short standing flow that we're gonna start with. So making my way onto my feet, standing on my mat in the center, taking your time to get up to your feet, catching your breath, taking a couple deep breaths. We're gonna start by just working our right leg, and then we're gonna go through the second time and just work our left leg. So we're gonna start with calf raises on our right leg. Challenge here is to either work on balance, only balancing on your right foot, or having your left toes on the ground, left heel in the air to help with that balance a little bit. Third option, to have both your feet on the ground. So finding a challenge that works for you. But we're gonna go 10 seconds of standing calf raises on our right leg in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, raising up onto my right toes and then lowering my right heel towards the floor. My balance is a little bit tricky, so I do have my left toes on the floor. My left heel is in the air, trying to work on stability in our ankles here. Also using that strong core to control our whole body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Right leg coming back down at our side. Feet are together. From here, we're gonna hold a single leg balance on our right foot. Same options, having your left foot in the air, having your left toes on the ground, or using a wall for some support here, whatever works best. But we're gonna hold a single leg stance on our right leg for 15 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead, right leg balance. Think about your posture here. Your spine is tall, chest is facing forward, belly button is into your spine, so you have a really strong core that's supporting your hips, your legs, all the way down to your ankle. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that left foot back to the floor. Second variation on that single leg balance, we're gonna take that left knee up into a high knee and then into a forward kick. So a 3-part movement here, still working on our right leg. When you're ready, right leg is gonna hold that balance again. I'm gonna bring my left knee up to my chest, so a left leg high knee. Once you've held that left high knee for a few seconds, I'm gonna take it into a kick, extending my left leg straight out in front of me. And then I'm lowering that left foot back to the floor and then going again. So we'll go for about 15 seconds here, moving through this 3-part sequence at your own pace, but really trying to challenge yourself to hold that balance on your right leg. And in 3, 2, 1, go ahead, 15 seconds here. Bringing that left knee up to a high knee, extending that left leg straight out in front of you, and then lowering down to the floor. Nice work here, final rep. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet come back down to the floor. Finishing up this standing sequence on our right leg, we're gonna take it into a forward fold. I'm gonna have my legs a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, toes point forward. Taking that big inhale breath as you reach your hands tall towards the sky. On your exhale, hands are coming down towards your feet, towards the floor. Feeling that stretch in your hamstrings. Focusing on our right side here, I'm gonna walk my hands over to my right foot, your right shin, your right knee, just to deepen that stretch on the right side a little bit further. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to center. And I'm gonna slowly come back up to standing. Nice work there. That was our right leg sequence. We're gonna do that same thing now on our left leg. Grab a little sip of water if you need one. Starting back at the top, calf raises, this time focusing on that left leg. So remembering the options here, standing just on that left leg or planting your right toes on the ground. We're gonna take it into left leg calf raises In 3, 2, 1, go ahead, raising that left heel up onto the ground and then lowering back to the floor. Checking in with your posture here, really starting that balance from the core. Feeling that strong body as you move through these calf raises. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Both feet come back down to the floor. Moving on to single leg balance on our left foot. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, single leg balance, holding that left leg here, right leg in the air. Taking some deep breaths through this movement, feeling you're strong, stable. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Right foot comes back down to the floor. Final sequence here on that standing leg balance. This time we're going to take that right leg into a high knee and then extend that right leg straight and then lower that right foot to the floor. We're going to go for 15 seconds here, starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, keeping that single leg balance on our left side. This time adding in that right leg movement into a high knee, into a forward kick, and then lower down. Using your arms here to help you with balance, putting those arms into a T position can help center your body. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, lower that right foot back down to the floor. Finishing up our standing flow here. Final time, forward fold. Taking this into a wider stance, forward fold, toes point forward. Big inhale breath as you reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come down towards the floor, hinging at your waist. Feeling that stretch in your hamstrings. This time, walking both of my hands over towards my left foot, that left knee, your left shin. And then we'll hold it here, feeling that intensified stretch on our left leg. And in 3, 2, 1, walking your hands back to the center before slowly coming back up to standing. Nice work, everybody. That was our little standing flow to get started. Grab some water and we're gonna make our way back onto our mat, onto the floor for our floor sequence. I'm gonna grab a little water as well. All right, so once you've gotten some water, you made your way down onto the ground, we are going to start again on our backs. So kind of like where we were for our warm-ups, that's where we're gonna start here. Lowering your back onto the ground, head rests on the floor. My feet are flat on the ground, knees bent, hands at my side. Once you get in this position, just take a moment to take a deep breath, let your body relax. Our first exercise is going to be a corkscrew. So when you are ready, I'm gonna lift my legs off of the ground. My feet right now are facing the wall in front of me. My shins are parallel with the floor and my knees are bent. From here, I'm gonna bring my toes pointed up towards the ceiling. So I have more of a straight leg going on, but I do have a slight bend in my knees. So just finding a comfortable position for your legs here. Legs don't have to be perfectly straight. For our corkscrew, we're gonna be pushing our legs up towards the ceiling and then to the left and to the right. So to start, I'm going to extend my legs straight up towards the sky. My hips and my butt gently come off of the ground as I'm using my lower abs to pull those legs higher. I'm gonna start by twisting my knees and my feet to point to the wall to my left as I reach, coming back to my starting position and then doing the same thing to the right, extending my legs straight. This time my knees and my feet are gonna turn to point towards the wall to my right and then coming back to center. So that corkscrew name comes in because we're turning our legs like a corkscrew from left to right. Option here to keep your butt on the floor and just extend and straighten those legs. Focusing on our lower abs here, we're gonna go for 15 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Corkscrew those legs from left to right. And if you've been doing them the whole time I've been talking, keep going here. Great work. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring those legs back down onto the floor. Great job there. Take a moment to let your body recover. We're gonna move from here into dead bugs. So continuing with our position on our back. Once you're ready, I'm extending both of my hands, fingertips to the sky. My arms are straight, lifting my legs off of the ground. So I'm kind of in that reverse tabletop position. My knees are bent, legs parallel to the floor. From here, we're gonna move opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm going to extend my left leg straight out in front of me. I'm not trying to rest that leg on the ground. I'm trying to keep it floated. With my right hand, I'm going to extend fingertips pointed towards the wall behind me. So now my right leg and my left leg are straight. And then in 3, 2, 1, coming back to that starting position and then repeating on the opposite side. Right leg extends straight out in front of me. Left arm extends behind my head. And then we'll switch. We're gonna move through this dead bug in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. At your own speed here. I like to take it slow and steady, really feeling my belly button into my spine and my lower back pressed into the floor. If you feel your lower back coming off of the ground, check in with your range of motion here. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. You want to focus on that lower back being glued into the floor. Nice work. 10 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let those feet come back to the ground. Arms come down at your side. Nice work. We're gonna stay in this position on our backs for a few more exercises. The next one that we're gonna move into is alternating leg lowers. So we're gonna start hands down at our side. My feet are gonna point up into the air, toes pointed towards the ceiling. I'm gonna lower down one leg at a time while keeping that opposite leg straight up in the air. So lowering my right leg down, not letting it plant on the ground, just letting it hover. Legs come back up to the start, and then I'll repeat on the left, lowering my left leg down, keeping that right leg where it is, and then coming back up to the start. Moving through this for about 20 more seconds here. Your legs do not have to be completely straight. Add a bend into those knees. Might take a little bit of pressure off of that lower back. Nice work. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet come back down onto the floor. Take a moment to let your body recover. We're gonna finish up this positioning on the floor with one last exercise. We're gonna move into some glute bridges. So our feet are planted flat on the floor, our knees are bent, arms are down at our sides. My feet are about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. From here, we're going to raise our hips off of the floor, our glutes off of the floor, pushing those hips and your lower abs up towards the ceiling as far as you can. Arms stay on the floor, kind of squeezing your shoulder blades together to really get those glutes off of the ground. Once you're in this position, we're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower our glutes back to the floor. Option here to let your glutes and your body rest. Option to take a quick tap on the floor with your glutes and then send those hips back up to the sky. Choosing your own rest sequence here. At the top, I'm holding for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, either rest or tap, and then back up to the sky for 3, 2, 1. Lower or tap 2 more times here. Back up to that bridge in 3, 2, 1. Last one, lower down, tap or rest. Back up to the top for 3, 2, 1. And release. Let your body recover. Coming back down onto the floor. Nice job there, everybody. Take this time to grab a little bit of water. Let your body recover. Take what you need. We're going to transition into some tabletop work. So once you grab some water, make your way onto a tabletop. Got some water. Gonna get into my tabletop position. Hands stacked underneath shoulders, knees stacked underneath hips. The tops of my feet are flat on the ground and my back is flat. Really checking in with posture here. You want to have a very flat back. Your head is neutral, facing the mat. We're gonna start with tabletop toe taps. So I'm gonna start by extending my right leg straight back, tapping my right toes on the ground, bringing that right leg back to the start, and then repeating on the left, extending that left leg straight, tapping your left toes on the ground, and then feet come back, or knees comes back to the start. We're gonna alternate toe tabletop taps in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. We're gonna go for about 20 seconds here on these tabletop taps. Challenge is to try to keep your upper body from swaying left to right, really focusing on that strong, solid core and only moving from your hips and your legs. Don't let your body sway side to side. Nice work. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and come back to center and rest. You can sit back. I like to sit back onto my feet to just give my wrists a little break. So you can find a position to let your wrists breathe for a moment. We're gonna continue that tabletop sequence now into some leg lifts. So that time toe taps. Now we're gonna be lifting our legs. So getting back into my tabletop position, we're gonna alternate legs, starting with my right leg. I'm gonna keep my right leg bent as I lift my right leg up to the ceiling. So as I lift, my knee is staying bent. The top of my foot faces the ceiling. Once that right leg is lifted, I'm going to extend my leg straight, and then I'm gonna lower back to the ground, and then my knee comes back to start. So it's a lift, extend, lower, back to start, and we're gonna alternate on both legs. So starting in 3, 2, 1, go ahead, right leg, lift, extend, lower, knee comes back to start, and then going to the left, lift, extend, lower, and then back to start. So going at your own pace here, again, challenging your core to stay still. Your legs are doing the movement here. Nice work. We'll go for 15 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your body take a rest here. Give those wrists a little bit of break. Great work on those tabletop lifts. All right, to finish up our tabletop sequence, we're gonna go into some bird dog movements. So bird dog is kind of the opposite of a dead bug. So we're starting in that tabletop position. I'm going to extend my right hand straight out in front of me. Fingertips point to the wall in front. Arm is straight. From here, I'm going to extend my left leg straight. So opposite arm, opposite leg, holding this position for about 5 seconds before we alternate. So 3, 2, 1. Lower that right hand down, left leg comes back to the start, and we will switch. Extending that left arm straight, right leg out back behind you. Opposite arm, opposite leg here, holding for about 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, then coming back to start. We're gonna alternate here at your own pace for the next 20 seconds, moving through at your own speed when you're ready. Challenging yourself to hold that bird dog for at least 5 seconds. Breathing through as you are holding. Head stays facing the floor so that spine can stay really neutral and straight. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands and knees are coming back into that tabletop. To finish out here, we're gonna add in a crunch. So option to continue with your bird dog, option to add in a crunch. This time, as we get into that bird dog, right hand straight, left leg back. As you bring it in to come back to the start, I'm gonna try to touch opposite elbow to opposite knee, right in front of my core, and then extend straight before lowering hands and knees back down. So adding in that crunch in the middle, that is your choice here. We're gonna go for 30 seconds bird dog crunch, or just keep it regular bird dog, whatever's speaking to you for final 30 here in this tabletop position. I'm moving very slowly through this, really trying to work on my form over reps or speed, really engaging that core, keeping my upper body and my chest, my core, my back solid. Final 10. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands come back down to the ground. Let your body recover. Woo, nice work there, everybody. Take some water, take what you need here. Roll out those hands, wiggle your fingers, shake out your wrists. Nice work. All right, from here, we're going to get onto our stomach. So we're gonna do a little bit of some back work and are laying on our stomach's position. So when you're ready, lower your chest, extend your legs straight out behind you. And once you are in that position, just give your body a moment to catch its breath. We're gonna start with back extensions. So I'm gonna start with my arms. Option here to have your elbows bent, palms near your shoulders, or having your arms straight down at your sides, palms facing the ceiling, whatever feels best for you. My head is facing the floor. My shoulders are off of the ground. From here, I'm going to lift my chest up, keeping my toes pointed. I want to raise my feet off of the ground. As I raise my chest, feeling it in my lower back here, gonna hold again for about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lower that chest, lower your toes back to the floor. We're gonna do this about 5 times. So again, moving through at your own speed or following along with me. In 3, 2, 1. Raising your head, raising your chest, raising those feet off of the floor, feeling it in your lower back as your arms and legs are extended straight. And in 3, 2, 1, and lower. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1. Chest comes up, feet come off of the ground. And in 3, 2, 1, and lower. Nice work. 2 more times here. In 3, 2, 1, and lift. And 3, 2, 1, and lower. Final time here. 3, 2, 1, and lift. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back down to the floor, letting your body recover. Nice work. From here, we're going to take it into just a reset position. We're going to get into a child's pose. So I'm coming back up into my tabletop position. I'm going to extend my knees wide. My toes come together. I'm going to sit back onto my feet, keeping my arms extended out in front of me. Just a little reset here, stretching out that lower back, your core. Head comes down to the floor. We'll hold here for about 30 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, coming up out of that child's pose, back to tabletop. Gonna move through a quick little cat-cow here, dropping your belly button to the floor, chest faces forward, and then chin comes to chest, belly button comes up to spine, spine to ceiling. Just moving through a little quick cat-cow to reset our bodies. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, grab a little bit of water. We are gonna do some side ab work. So our next sequence, we're gonna be laying on our right side to start. So my right leg is on top of my left leg. My left leg is on the ground. My right side body is on the ground. You can take this all the way so that your head is rested on the floor or rested on your left arm, or you can have your forearm bent, kind of holding up your shoulder and your upper body, whatever position works for you. Right now, I'm just laying on my left side. My left arm is bent and my left hand is kind of supporting my head. So finding a position here that works for you. We're gonna work on some side kicks. We're gonna start by working that right leg. So I'm gonna raise my right leg off of my left, pointing my right toes towards the wall in front of me so that that leg is really tense and really feeling strong. We're gonna start with front and back kicks. So just moving that right leg forward and back. The movements can be very small. They do not have to be big. Feeling that engagement in your hamstrings, your glutes. Also working that side core to balance your body here. We're gonna do front back kicks for another 15 seconds. Nice work, final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, challenge here to keep that leg floated. If you do need to rest, put those toes down. From here, we're gonna move into up, down kick. So now we did forward and back. Now we're gonna go up and down. Again, at your own speed, your own distance here. The moves do not have to be very big, but now moving into those up and down kicks on that right leg, we're gonna hold for about 20 more seconds. Nice work here. Engaging and feeling it in the lower right hamstring, right glutes. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Final time here. Keep that leg floated if you can. We're gonna move into circles, clockwise circles with that right leg. Keeping those toes pointed. My circles are very small. I'm feeling it. I'm getting fatigued, but I'm fighting through here. We'll go 15 more seconds. way to push through. And in 3, 2, 1, opposite direction, counterclockwise here, finishing out that right leg, final 15. Opposite direction circles, less than 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lower that right leg down. Let your body recover. Nice work. We're gonna do that same exact thing on the opposite side. So when you're ready, grab a little water if you need. Gonna lower down onto that right leg. Same thing. This time my left leg is on top. I'm using my right hand to support my head. Legs are stacked. Checking in with my posture, kind of pushing my hips forward so that my body is in a straight line, best you can. If balance is a little bit of an issue here, bend that lower leg. So bend your left leg, or sorry, your right leg. That'll help with a little bit more stability if you need that. We're gonna start, when you're ready, forward and back kicks with that left leg. So when you're ready, float that left leg. Toes are pointed towards the wall. We're gonna kick forward and back in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, forward back kicks. Very small movement here, does not have to be big. You might notice it's a little bit more tricky on one leg than the other. Totally fine. Just work through what you got. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, moving right into up, down kicks. So now up and down, resting if you need for a moment, and then getting right into those up and down kicks. Feeling this a little bit more as a pulse, pulsing up and then bouncing down. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, taking it right into clockwise circles. Nice work here, way to fight through. Really feeling it in that left side glute. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and switch, finishing it out here, last 15. Counterclockwise, opposite direction circles. And in 3, 2, 1, and recover. Let that leg come down. Whew, nice work there. Let your body recover for a moment. Take what you need here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. Nice job, everybody. We are almost finished before we get into a cool down. We're gonna finish off with a little core to finish. We're gonna get back into those, or into that position where we're laying on our backs and our feet are flat on the ground to finish off before we get into a cool down here with a little final core circuit. So we have 3 moves. We have the roll up, crunches, and scissor kicks. So just a quick, before we get into it, that roll up, starting with your body flat on the ground, legs are extended straight. You're very slowly raising your head, shoulders, lower back off of the ground to a sit, and then lowering your lower back, chest, shoulders, head to the floor for your roll up. Crunches, same thing. This time our feet are flat on the ground, knees bent, raising just your shoulder blades off of the ground, chin to chest, and a small crunch. And then a scissor kick, hands down at your sides, legs are gonna be extended straight. We're gonna cross right leg over left and then left leg over right as we are alternating through that movement. We're gonna go through all three times to finish, 15 seconds each move. Make any modifications necessary for you and your body. But let's finish it off here with our final little core circuit, starting with roll-ups in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, 15 seconds of roll-ups. Taking your time here, really moving through each piece of this movement. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, moving right into crunches, feet flat on the ground, hands behind your head, using your core to lift your shoulders off of the ground, chin to chest. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and switch onto scissor kicks, extending those legs straight, crossing right over left, and then left over right. Finding a position that works for you for your feet. The closer your feet are to the floor, the more that's going to engage those lower abs. So finding a distance that works. Final 5. And 3, 2, 1. Back to the beginning for roll-ups. Go ahead, 15 seconds here. Final 5. And in 3, 2, 1. Onto crunches, 15 seconds. Less than 10. And in 3, 2, 1, scissor kicks. Back is flat, head is on the ground for this one. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Last round here, starting at the top with roll-ups. Final 15, last 3 moves. And in 3, 2, 1. Back to crunches. Way to finish it out here. Less than 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Final 15, scissor kicks. Great work, less than 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Great work, everybody. Grab some water. That is our final sequence of work before we get into a cool down. Way to crush it. Grab some water, whatever you need here. I'm gonna put on some cool down music and we're gonna get into some stretching. Awesome. We'll stay on the mat for our stretching. Way to go, everybody. Let's start with a little deep breathing, grabbing some water. I'm sitting just on my knees and on my feet right now, but you can sit on your bottom, lay on the ground, wherever you need to be for a little deep breathing. I'm gonna start by taking a big inhale breath as I raise my hands up to the sky, holding that breath at the top once your lungs are filled with air, and then exhale through your mouth. Arms come down at your side. When you're ready, big inhale breath as you reach, holding that breath at your highest point. And exhale through your mouth, hands come down at your side. Last one here. Big inhale breath as you reach. Holding just for a second longer at the top. And exhale, hands come down at your side. I'm gonna start seated. I'm gonna get into a butterfly. My bottoms of my feet are together. Knees are bent. Gonna grab onto my toes and just gently lean forward into this butterfly stretch, feeling the insides of my legs stretch, my outer hips, and then as I lean forward, feeling it in my lower back. And in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna keep my feet in the butterfly position. I'm gonna plant my hands behind my back. Palms are on the floor, fingertips face the wall behind me. You can walk your hands behind you to whatever distance until you're kind of leaning back, using your hands to support your upper body weight. Keeping those legs in that butterfly position, your knees are dropping to the left or to the right. From here, I'm gonna push my hips forward, push my chest forward, and then turn my head to face the ceiling. So I'm just really opening up the front of my body, feeling that core stretch, still feeling that butterfly stretch, but kind of in a different way as my body is open. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. I'm going to extend my legs out straight, a seated tall position here. I'm gonna put my arms out into a T position. We're gonna go into a seated kind of side twist, seated core twist. I'm gonna turn my chest to face the wall to my right. My right hand is gonna come behind my back. My left hand is gonna come to the outside of my right knee for a little bit of leverage as I turn my chest to face the wall to the right. Still sitting up tall here, feeling that twist in your spine, in your core, a little bit in my shoulders as well on that left side. And in 3, 2, 1, and release back to center. We're gonna switch. Starting with my arms in that T position, turning this time to face my chest to the left. My left hand comes behind my back. My right hand comes to the outside of my left leg, using it as leverage to kind of pull my chest a little bit further to the left. And in 3, 2, 1, back to center. From here, into a forward fold, hands reach tall towards the sky. Inhale breath, and on your exhale, take it to a forward fold. Try to grab onto your toes, your shins, your knees. From here, I want to try to bring my chest to my legs. So whether keeping your legs straight or bending your knees, I'm trying to bring my chest to my legs. If I'm grabbing onto my feet, feeling that stretch in my arms, in my back. Head comes down to the legs. Finding what feels good for you here in any of those variations. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. From here, I'm gonna move on to a cobra stretch. I'm gonna get into that cobra stretch by going into tabletop position. From here, option to be on your hands or on your forearms for the cobra. Going to extend my legs straight so that my hips fall to the ground, keeping my chest facing forward. Whether your hands are under your shoulders or your forearms are down at your side, still raising that chest to face the wall in front of you, Your head faces the wall in front of you. Feeling that core stretch, that lower back stretch. If it feels good to add a head turn from left to right, you can play around with some head movement here. And in 3, 2, 1. From this cobra, I'm going to come lower down and then back into tabletop position. From tabletop position, I'm going to take it into a downward facing dog, turning your toes onto the floor. From here, extending your legs straight, glute comes up to the sky, hands are down, pedaling out your feet, so bending one knee at a time, stretching out those calves. Again, trying to get that chest towards your legs, feeling that stretch in your arms. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, lowering back down to tabletop. Taking it into child's pose to finish here, sitting back onto my feet, arms stay extended straight, head comes down. And in 3, 2, 1, coming up out of that child's pose, making your way to a seated or a standing position. That is all I have for us today. Thank you very much for joining me for our core stability workout. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks, everybody.